Good evening. It is 10 p.m. here in Seoul. I am Adi, the AI anchor with the headline news. With the Korean peninsula going through its monsoon season, parts of the greater Seoul area experienced heavy damage from torrential rain or flooding. In particular, northern Gyeonggi-do province including Paju was hit with torrential downpours on Wednesday morning. As heavy rain continued throughout the morning, people on their way to work were met with difficulties, and many areas saw damage due to flooding. Subway trains were delayed and major roads were closed. There was a brief lull in the afternoon, but the rain is expected to continue until early Thursday morning. South Korea's defense ministry is warning that North Korean mines could be carried into the south due to the heavy rainfall and flooding. The ministry estimates that tens of thousands of mines have been newly planted since April, with some placed near rivers shared by the two Koreas. Intended or not, these landmines could get swept up by floodwaters and carried via rivers across the border, posing a possible threat to South Korean residents. The mines are leaf-shaped, or made of wood. The ministry advises the public to refrain from touching suspected landmines, and to report them immediately to the police or the ministry if found. Over in the prolonged medical dispute, training hospitals nationwide have started processing the resignation letters of residents, after most of the 13,000 interns and residents failed to return to work by the government's deadline. On Wednesday, the hospitals announced that they plan to accept the resignation letters, submitted almost 5 months ago, and finalize the number of vacancies to recruit new junior doctors in September. Some hospitals had already notified them on Tuesday, while Seoul National University Hospital and the Catholic Medical Center informed the doctors that if they did not respond, their resignations would be processed automatically as of Monday 15. Meanwhile, the government announced that it will authorize recruiting for the second half of the year, starting from July 22nd. The International Monetary Fund has upgraded its growth forecast for South Korea's economy this year to 2.5%. The IMF, which publishes its World Economic Outlook in January, April, July, and October each year, on Tuesday raised its growth outlook 0.2 percentage points from the 2.3% forecast made in April. The projection is the same as the Asian Development Bank's supplementary growth forecast released on Wednesday, when it revised upward South Korea's economic outlook to 2.5% from its April report of 2.2%. Exports of South Korean cosmetics reached an all-time high in the first half of 2024, breaking a record set in 2021. The Korea Customs Service said on Wednesday that the export value exceeded $4.8 billion, up by over 18% on year. That was mainly due to the growing popularity of K-beauty products in the US. The previous all-time high was around $4.6 billion set 3 years ago. And trading surplus for cosmetics in the first half of this year was nearly $4 billion, which was also a record high. That brings us to the end of tonight's AI headline news. Thank you for watching. Good night.